Hi there guys, today's guitar lesson is the Harp Technique, which is really cool. I was just demonstrating it there, yeah, so it's a right hand technique. So we're gonna just look at this hand. We're gonna keep the left hand fairly simple. Right, let's get started. So I'd recommend holding down. You could hold down any chord using all 6 strings. Really would be best for this. So we could just do a normal E minor, but I've chosen chords that sound quite dreamy and really work well with this technique. So it's an E minor, but instead of holding down the 2nd fret D string, I'm going to hold down the 4th fret D string. Okay, so we get 2 on the A, like normal, and 4th fret on the D string, and the rest are all open strings for the other ones. Cool. Okay, so now to talk about the technique. We're going to use the thumb for the bass strings, the 3 bass strings. The thumb is going to pick E, and then we're going to rest on the A string, so rest stroke, and then we're going to pick A, rest on the D string, and then just pick D and come away like that. So actually we'll go to a close-up for this bit. I'll show you the technique, and then we'll look at the chord sequence. So still on the same chord, right, so as I was saying, you pick the E string, and the thumb rests on the A string, so that's rest stroke. Pick the A, rest on the D, and then just pick the D like that. Okay, and the whole time you're doing that, you want your fingers here ready to pick. So after you've done that, index on the G, like a normal sort of picking position, middle finger on the B, A finger on the high E. Okay, brilliant. So we've got thumb, rest, thumb without resting, and then index, middle, A. Okay, so the angle of the hand is important. If I have my hand up here, you can't rest on the lower E, on the A string. Sorry. So the kind of how you're approaching that string is very important. Just make sure it's at the right angle, and you want to make sure you're definitely going to get it. You don't want to be sort of picking the string, obviously. So you could bring the wrist down here and really sort of really dig into the string a little bit. So I'd recommend maybe pausing the video and just practicing that, get really comfortable with it. That is the technique basically, and so now we're going to demonstrate that with a few different chords to get you started. Okay, great. So if you're comfortable with the technique now and you've kind of practiced that a little bit, we'll go through using the technique with some other chords, and I'll give you some ideas. So we're going to start off with the chord you were just playing, the E minor add 2. And we'll do 4 on that one, and then we're going to go to C major with G in the bass. So that's C with the 3rd fret low E held down. We're going to hold that down so that we can pick all 6 strings, because that's really really important with this technique. I think it's going to sound much better with a nice full sound of all 6 strings ringing. So cool. So we've got C, G in the bass. We'll do 2 on that one, and then move it forward 2 frets, which is like a D add 4. D11 with A in the bass. Okay, cool. So right, so C up 2 frets. We'll do 2 on that one, and then we can go back to E minor. The E minor add 2. Okay, so just to recap, so this right hand is doing exactly the same thing every time, and I'd recommend doing it really slowly. So 4 on the E minor. C with G in the bass, 2, and then 2 on the D. And then if you want to kind of extend that a bit more, we could move up 2 frets higher with fingers 3 and 4, holding down 7 on the E and 7 on the A. Pop the 1st finger on the D string, 5th fret. The rest of the strings are open, and we get an E minor with B in the bass for a bit of variety there. So we do 4 on that one, and then we could go to C here on the 8th fret. And if you play a standard E-shaped bar chord on 8, we get C. And then if you play that without the bar, so just holding down the low E string with the 1st finger, so you've got an open B and an open E, then we get a really nice C major 7. And that works really well with this sound. So. And then we can move down to A. kind of an A minor. I'm not borrowing that, I'm just playing 5 on the E, 7 on the A, and 7 on the D, like a power chord, but with the open strings as well, so we get like an A minor 7, but without the minor bit. So it's kind of a nice dreamy sound, basically. They're just kind of nice chords. The names don't necessarily matter, I guess, but I will write the names down though, if you're interested. And then we can go back to E minor. So let's put that all together. So we're going to do 4 of these. Okay, so E minor. And then C with G in the bass, 2 of those, up 2 frets, then to D. Up 2 frets for E minor with B in the bass. C on the 8th fret, down to A. Okay, nice. So that's the whole sequence. So make up your own sequence obviously as well, and bear in mind that it works best on all 6 strings to give you a nice full sound. So that's the harp technique. I hope that was useful. There may be other names for this. I learnt it from a grade 5 exercise when I was doing classical guitar like years ago. And you don't have to use it with classical though, you can use it with any style obviously, and I use it all the time just with writing stuff, or just if you just kind of want to put in a nice flurry of notes in a picking sequence. So yeah, kind of experiment with that and have some fun with it. I'm going to be doing some other videos on this technique, some of the more advanced ideas, because we can go up and back down with the A finger. I'll do that in another video though, just to break it up a little bit. So yeah, get comfortable with that, and then check my other videos for this technique. And I'm going to be doing lots more videos soon. So you know, keep in touch with this channel and post any ideas if you've got lesson ideas or any questions. Just post them on this page if you like, or send me a message. You can find more videos and music on my website, which is markbenwilson.com. I'm going to be posting all the videos there, and yeah, keep in touch, and I'll see you on the next video. Alright, see you later guys, bye.